So here is the what you see when you log in. Though some people might see, if they're one person that has access to many entities, they might see a list of all the entities that they have first, and if they click on one, it'll bring them here to that entity. So like if I were, say, like we have one person that manages many of our chicken layer facilities, and they have a long list of them. So they log in and they'll see all of the layer facilities, and they have to click on one so that they only have one. That way they can have one login to see it all. But if it's only a one-to-one relationship, the way it usually is, they log in, they come right here. Here you've got the contact persons. These are the contact people at the organization. Here you have the QCS representative. You'll see your certification project coordinator. And if we have any other representatives, they'll be here too. We may be at some point having a technical representative or something like that there. And here you'll see these are the sites are the same as what we generally call facilities on our certificate. So where we list the facilities, they'll all be listed here in sites. Audit orders, you can see all your initial reviews and inspections, though the inspections don't show up until they've actually been finished. That way we don't pre-announce unannounced inspections. Products we have here, these are the process products that the client is certified or seeking certification to produce. And then here is a list of inputs the client has been approved to use. And then here we have a button to request new inputs. If I click on that button, then here I have a searchable list of all of the inputs we have. And all I would need to do is look it up here. Let's just say, one moment, why did it do that? If I can type. And it's got a list, and I am able to filter it that way. I can filter by any of these categories. So here let's say, oh, this is the one I need. I need the NatureSafe 810. That's the one I want. And so I could just do this and hit submit. It will say success. And I believe in about 3 or 4 seconds, thank you for submitting. You may close this tab and return to eCert. And then I can go back here, and it brings me right back where I was. And that just sent an email to, I'll have to tell them that wasn't real, but it just sent an email to the team saying that this test client wants to add that input. Anyhow, the self-assessments is where they can add a new, they can renew their application. They can submit additional client updates, so they can say anything any new thing they want to send, submit documents, and that's a fair. And then if they want to submit an additional product or label review request, they could submit one of these, and they could submit a request for a non-EU transaction certificate, or they can submit their renewal application online here. I'm not going to go through all that. We already have a video on how to do that. Contract data. This is the list of the services that this client is either certified or seeking certification, or had surrendered certification in some cases for, is all here. If there's a service until date, that would be the date that they lost that service. Findings here, we can see all of the findings that this client has. I believe it's but we hide some of them, but for the most part they can see their findings. They can't see things that are still being proposed, and they can't see, if the status is proposed, they can't see them. And also the special instruction finding, we're going to hide from them. Anyhow, the clients. Certification details. If there was a review result in a certification decision, You'll see them all on this page. This is just a test client, so you don't see all that. Certificates, if there were actual certificates, you would see them here. And then files, and then these are all the documents related to this. And then again, it's the same filtering. So say it was a label, I would just put in label in the file type. Well, this is a test client and it doesn't have any labels, but if it were a Candler that had 78 labels and I wanted orange juice,
Mhm.
and assuming the file type was label and the file name had orange juice in it, this would then show, oh, you've got a 16 ounce and a 32 ounce version. Anyhow, so those are all the, those, and I believe that was the last tab. Yeah, that was the last tab. So, that's the basic of what's on the client portal. And let me end my recording.